Hello and welcome back to another HOI4 video. Today we're playing the End of a New Beginning mod, which was recommended in the comments. We're going to be playing as the Kingdom of Prussia, and we're going to be trying to form Germany. Prussia is on the rise. The victory of the Napoleonic era still is engraved within the Prussians, and ever since they have faced no defeat. Controlling most of the German states, Prussia has grown to a worldwide power ever since the revolutions of 1848. However, even within the German Confederation, the rivalry between Prussia and the Austrian Empire troubles the weakly confined states. With King Frederick William's health on the line, the nation is more vulnerable than ever. Not only Prussia recognizes our strength, and it is time to prove how it can be used. This mod gives you the option of playing with the German names for the states and in the Germany region. Do you want to enable this? Yeah, I think we'll take the German names. Holy shit, this is a big focus tree. Oh god, there's so many things to research, holy crap. Oh, and there's so many different factories. Oh, what is going on? Oh, for fuck's sake, holy shit, this is pretty expansive. Okay, so I've organized the army, and I don't even want to read all of these things, and I think we're just gonna start. Today is the day on which Otto Theodor von Manteuffel is going to give a speech to our people. The procedure is expected to go smoothly, seeing how our government has been very stable in the last months. Okay, so I saw a decision to ask Hanover for military access, which would be quite important. Hanover accepted our request for military access. We are now free to move troops and supply through their country. That is very important, actually. Because now finally I can move my troops freely. So, I'm scared of Austria, of course, as I should be around this time period as Prussia. Because, this little friendship isn't gonna hold for too long anymore. Wait, what? There's a second page? Okay. Okay, the end of Neuchâtel crisis. Our relationship with the Principality of Neuchâtel has been strained over the previous century. We came to own it in 1707, and over the next century it switched hands between us and the French twice. In 1815, Frederick William III of Prussia decided to allow the small principality to join the Swiss Confederation, while still remaining under our effective control. Yet in 1848, those ungrateful dogs revolted against our rule. Since then, we have been pressing our claim to the region. We finally thought the Swiss might concede, as Neuchâtel monarchists loyal to the prince revolted, but with the support of the British they rebutted our claim. We are forced to allow the independence of the small province. This shame upon the honor of the Kingdom of Prussia shall not be forgotten. Okay, so the Swiss we don't like the Swiss anymore, huh? Wait, there's a Great Power tab? Kingdom of Prussia, Great Power 3, so I guess we're the third most powerful in the world? God, I cannot wait to fucking clean this mess of a state up. Especially this, like, why? Wait. Oh my god, what a voice crack. But still, wait, look. I can get an industrial concern for 150 legislative power, right? But it actually makes my research time worse. Mod makers, is this a mistake or? Panic of 1857 hits us. The Panic of 1857 is the first international economic downturn. Spurred by the downturn in the American stock market, the ripples of this effect has not passed by us, and we are now feeling the effects of the crash. Oh yeah. It's only for 300 days, who cares? The Prussian elections of 1858 have taken place, and the final results came a few minutes ago. Our current Minister-President, Otto Theodor von Manteuffel, is to be replaced with Karl Anton von Hohenzollern. There has also been an unexpected wave of liberalism in the country, and it seems like this ideology is on the rise for now. Oh, civil war in Mexico. Alright. That doesn't look good. Also, if you're wondering what the fuck happened to my Africa, I just did the Join Africa decision. So, the game would run a bit faster, that's all. Nothing much has happened so far, and we're 1.5 years into the mod. But we can trade with Sweden, maybe, if they accept. If I am correct, then the actual war... Okay. Then the actual war between Austria and Prussia, the Austro-Prussian War, or the 7 Weeks War, or whatever, was in 1866, so I really hope the game doesn't make me wait for 8 years. But there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Okay, maybe we'll actually get some action. Delegates from Moldavia, or whatever, have arrived. Delegates from Moldavia have arrived complaining about the Ottomans, ignoring accusations of vote rigging. How shall we respond? Back the call. See, the Ottomans will be mad about that. Well, found another little bug. If you try to activate your positions, which I didn't know I actually had to do to get the benefits. You have a logistics general here in the army, which isn't actually here, but you don't have the chief of personnel. You have the logistics general here, and the thing is, if you activate him in the army tab, it's activated in the navy tab, so I cannot actually get the benefits of my chief of personnel. Okay, so it's now first quarter of 1859, and still nothing has happened really. Slowly but surely I get the feeling that I might have to wait until 1866 before something actually happens. Okay, so I've decided that I really have 2 options here. So I've played through 3 years and absolutely nothing has happened. There's no way for me to legally justify war goals without using the console, because world tension has never been over 4 or 5%. There's no decisions I can use. In the focus, you'll see, I need to wait until 1860 to be able to do my army reforms. I could do the navy, but even here, the industry stuff, some of it is impossible to do because I don't control the other German states yet. But there's no focus to control them, right? This focus tree is completely useless to me because I don't care about those relations with France and Britain. And then the other thing is, this will happen at some point, I don't know when, probably in 1, 2, 3 years. And then after that, then I can do the Blut und Eisen and all of that. And then I believe in 66, which is still 7 years away. Then I can fight against Austria. Then I can do the North German Confederation stuff, and then somehow I guess I'll be able to integrate the other states. I don't see any focuses like that anywhere, right? So I have 2 options. Either use the console to put up the world tension, which I don't want to do, because I think it's gonna fuck everything, because this mod is very story driven, sort of. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just gonna start over as the Kingdom of Sardinia Piedmont. Okay, so we're back, and now we're playing as Sardinia Piedmont. So let's look at a focus tree. Nice, this is way simpler. Okay, a little bit of history. Sardinia Piedmont. A number of events promoted Piedmont's prestige in Italy and abroad. In March 1854, France and England intervened in support of the Ottoman Empire against Russia in the Crimean War. To obtain Austrian support, they were prepared to guarantee the status quo in Italy. Only Piedmont was in a position to disrupt it at that time, and Cavour negotiated an alliance with the Western powers. In May, he sent to Crimea an army that performed brilliantly. As a result, Piedmont was able to assume a place among the victors at the Congress of Paris, February 1856. From this platform, Cavour, achieving a diplomatic coup for Piedmont and Italy, declared that the only threat to peace in Italy and the root cause of subversive plots was the burdensome Austrian overlordship. Cavour's pronouncements at the Congress increased the standing of Piedmont among nationalists. Alla vittoria. Wait, I just saw something weird. This place in Switzerland is its own province, apparently, and it's called the Valais. But that's not where the Valais is. It's down here. What the fuck, mod? What is this? Okay, we finally turn into an industrializing country. That's very nice. Yeah, let's just go with Risorgimento. Don't know what that means, but let's do it. The French have approved of our requests to aid us in the unification of Italy for the transfer of Savoy. This might be the beginning of a new friendship between our nations. Very good. Can I do this focus now? Please? Finally it happened. Oh, I was already scared this was bugged or, I don't know, not gonna happen for a few years. Okay, the Plombières meeting. Austrian influence must be removed from the Italian peninsula no matter the cost. Italy cannot be truly reunified. Sorry, almost vomited. Unless steps are taken to ensure freedom from the meddling Austrians. Luckily, Napoleon III of France shares with us a common enemy. We should send Count Cavour to meet with him. But none must know of this. We will disguise the trip as a mere vacation to Switzerland, while Count Cavour will travel on to Plombières, where the French Emperor has agreed to meet with us. Together, the two leaders will plan an invasion of the Austrian-controlled part of our beautiful peninsula and drive out foreign influence. We are prepared to offer Napoleon Nice and Savoy in return for assistance. With French aid, soon we will be reunified. It's event a casus belli. Oh, we can actually decide why we want to declare war on them. The first discussion in the meeting with France is how to begin our war without drawing in other world powers. There are 3 casus belli we have found to use against Austria. Their breaking of the trade agreement, Austrian troops in Bologna, and Francis of Medina not accepting Napoleon as leader of France. Does this actually matter what I choose? Because I've been looking at this for a few minutes now. Yeah, we'll occupy Medina. The political structure. The second topic of the meeting will be the political structure of post-war Italy. France has proposed an Italian kingdom in the north led by our king Victor Emmanuel. A central papal state and Sicily in the south. All of this under an Italian confederation led by the Pope, similar to the German Confederation. We could propose a counteroffer so the deal is more on our side. Military plan. The next topic in our talks with France is a military plan. Our general plans to have 160,000 troops, split 50-50 with France. France has proposed they send 300,000 troops to be joined by 100,000 of our troops, hoping to march straight to Vienna. The next topic in our talks with France is a military plan, or wait, it's the exact same thing. Nah, France, yeah, let's march straight to fucking Vienna, I'm all in. To seal our talks in Plombières, Napoleon has requested a marriage between the king's daughter, Princess Ludovica Teresa Maria Clotilde, oh, holy shit, and Prince Joseph Charles Paul Bonaparte. Are you why do they have whatever. Though the princess is only 15 and the prince is a grown man, the king has allowed the marriage to go on. Once again, YouTube, I do not condone this behavior. Okay, what does this actually do? Is it gonna give us full troops, or... Yeah, Italian nationalists. And French aid. Better than French aid. Am I right? Oh, we actually got some French infantry too now, that's nice. I mean, I haven't even conquered anything and it's also 2 years into the game, but it's a lot more interesting than playing as Prussia, not gonna lie. Because at least I see where it's going. You know, it's culminating to a war that's about to start. Okay, the war didn't start yet, huh? Well, then let's do lessons from the Crimean War, or it's probably you that's going to be declaring the war. So I'm just gonna move all my troops on your border, because the little states probably aren't gonna do anything. Famous last words, right? Is that all the help I'm gonna get from France? Like just the divisions, or are they gonna join into the war? Because didn't they say like they'll send 300,000 men, right? Is what they said, and I send 100,000. I have 66. I mean, no offense, but if we're just looking at those divisions, yeah, you're not marching anywhere into Vienna, dude. It's just not happening. But it would, I sure would like it if the fucking war just started. Like, I was saying, like, oh, I can feel it culminating to this great war of Italian unification, but nothing's happening. Okay, and Austrians demand demobilization. After our occupation of the Italian states and the founding of our alliance with France, Austria sent an ultimatum demanding the demobilization of our army. The time has come for war. In order to end this war, you will have to capture the state of Lombardy. Kingdom of Sardinia Piedmont declares war on Kingdom of Lombardy Venetia. The people of the central Italian states have risen up against their governments to form the United Central Italian States government under our guidance. This was the first step in the Risorgimento, and now we must defeat the Austrians for all the Italians in the world. Kingdom of Sardinia Piedmont annexes Duchy of Modena and Reggio and Duchy of Parma. What? Well, friends, thanks. Is that the promised? No, not even close. Not even close. Walk to Venice. Walk. Just fucking walk. Go, 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 go. I could not give less of a shit about attrition. Seriously. Like, I give 0 shits, not 1 shit. Do me the favor of fucking winning this war quickly, please. Well, the entirety of the Austrian army is here. So yeah, that's a problem. To say the oh! Alright. Victory! Our brave men have secured a victory in the Second Independence War. We are occupying the territory of Lombardy, and Austria has agreed to transfer it to us. Becomes owner and controller of Lombardy and Como. Why is Parma and Modena out of the kingdom again? Yeah, does anyone want to explain that to me? They were part of my kingdom like a few seconds ago. Okay, the focus is done. The war ends. Formation of the United Provinces of Central Italy. The governments of Tuscany, Parma, Modena, and the papal legations have decided to unite under the United Provinces of Central Italy. Multiple military treaties followed by an election resulted in Sardinia Piedmont Senator Carlo Boncampagna di Mombello, that's a mouthful, becoming president of the newly formed state. Oh, they're a puppet. Alright, cool. But do you see how Prussia and Austria and everyone except for me has not done anything in Europe? Like, I mean, I get the mod is well made, and if you want to play, like, I don't know, a 20-hour game, then it's probably the only mod out there that allows you to do that. But, dude, the first, like, hour or two are just so boring if you don't play as Italy. At least as far as I know. If I'm being stupid, you know, and there's actually a way to do some conquest or anything interesting faster, then please let me know in the comments. You know what? Let's Let's hold a world fair. I don't know, does that do anything? Begin the World Fair preparations. The necessary paperwork has been filled out and the host city is now ready to take on the task to prepare for the upcoming World Fair. For the next 5 months, we must make the necessary decisions in order to make the World Fair as successful as possible. Yes, just about now, we should be getting chunkier. Let's see here. Yes, very beautiful. Okay, let's do sign the Turin Treaty, which will give France, Nice, and Savoy, but we knew that all along. Yes, we have made the Kingdom of Sardinia-Piedmont great again. The preparations are complete. The planning, designing, and construction phases of the World Fair and its venues are now over, and the time has come to inaugurate the World Fair to the wider world. The World Fair will begin. Every country gets event the 1860 Piedmont World Fair. The 1816 Piedmont World Fair. The Piedmont World Fair has started today and will be ongoing for over a month. The fair was inaugurated by King Victor Emmanuel II in attendance of Interior Minister Camillo Cavour and the rest of the royal family and high-level state officials. Several nations from around the world attended the fair, which can be hailed as a mediocre success, as 100,000 visitors have already flocked to Piedmont to marvel at the wonder of modern science as well as the riches of the world. What do you mean, a mediocre success? The Kingdom of Sardinia-Piedmont invested a mediocre amount of money. What? And while it is not one to be remembered in time, are you fucking kidding me? Of particular interest will be the British pavilion featuring the latest achievements in the fields of industry, technology, and the arts, and the Brazilian pavilion featuring the latest achievements in the fields of industry, technology, and the arts. So, the exact same thing. Those fucking cunts. What do you mean mediocre? Piss off. Okay, so let's just give these parts away, I guess. Yup. There they go. Expedition of the 1,000. How long do we have to wait for that? The Expedition of the 1,000. Garibaldi has landed. Garibaldi has landed in southern Sicily with a force of 1,000 men fighting the Sicilian armies. The people of Sicily have risen up and joined Garibaldi's army under the Southern Army. This is the final step of the Risorgimento for Italy. Yeah, I don't think two Sicilies stands much of a yeah, they have 2 to 4 divisions, yeah, they don't stand a chance, do they? Nope. I mean, all of my divisions have attrition and all, and they don't have supply, but I could not care less, really. Okay, yeah, they're completely crumbling. Who would have thought? We should take Naples in short while. Yeah, that's it. And we'll take all states. Okay, we're about to have Italy formed. Come on, focus. Yes, there we are. The unification of Italy. King Victor Emmanuel gave a speech to the senators and deputies today about the unification of Italy, almost entirely free and united, thanks to the providence, to the cooperation of all, and the valor of our armies. Italy relies on your strength and wisdom. It belongs to give her uniform institutions and a determined organization. In establishing the greatest administrative liberties among people accustomed to different usage and a different organization, you will be careful not to weaken that political unity which has been the desire of so many centuries. The opinion of the most civilized nations is favorable to us. The principles of and peace and will powerfully contribute to universal civilization. Okay, and we have the next focus tree. That was pretty fun. I mean, I think you could go on and take the Papal States. You could go on and take Venetia or Venice. But I really don't want to. I've been playing for like 3 hours now, and that's gotta be enough. To those of you who haven't played the mod, but it's been out for quite a bit now, it's still in alpha, but still. It's an incredibly well-made mod. Like, there's no discussion, but I just don't know how well HOI4 is suited for a mod that's, well, meant to be played over, what, 150 years? Because, yeah, I mean, what have I played now? I've played 6-7 years in total with Prussia and Italy together, and it took me like 3.5 hours, something like that. Yeah, but I mean, forming the Kingdom of Italy was fun. It wasn't a challenge. There was almost no fighting. I mean, it's basically just like a story mod, right? You just play through the story. There's some things you can tweak here and there, but mainly you're just playing through the history of these places, right? And if you want to play as Prussia or Austria or something, like, you just have to wait until 66, as far as I know, because that's when the 7-week war is, the Austro-Prussian War, right? I think the mod has potential as like a game that you can play over, like, I don't know, weeks, like to roleplay, right? But if you just want to have some quick fun, it's definitely the wrong mod. Anyway, still, I'll leave the mod description, the mod description in the link, yes. I'll leave the mod link in the description, and if you enjoyed the video, even though it may not have been the funniest one, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And see you all in the next one.